Hey everyone, and welcome. Today, we're doing a deep dive, really deconstructing the official material for a joint health supplement called Flexafen. We're going to look at what problem it says it solves, what's actually in it, and the whole deal they're offering, all based on what they themselves have put out there.
So let's just jump right in. The whole idea behind Flexafen really boils down to one big question. What do they say is the real reason for that annoying joint discomfort? You know, the kind that seems to creep up on us as we get older.
Okay, so first things first, we're digging into the problem. And it's interesting how they frame it. They don't talk about it like it's some big medical thing. They just call it the problem of aging joints, kind of like it's something everyone just goes through.
And here's how they break it down. It's basically a side-by-side comparison. They say, look, when you're young, your joints have plenty of collagen and this stuff called synovial fluid. But as you get older, those levels start to drop, and that's when they say the discomfort and stiffness kick in. Now that term I just mentioned, synovial fluid, that's a big deal in their explanation. They keep calling it the cushion for your joints. And their logic is super simple, right? If you have less cushion, you're going to have more discomfort. Makes sense on the surface.
All right, so now that they've laid out the problem, this idea of a declining joint cushion, they naturally move on to what they say is the solution. And that, of course, is Flexafen.
And I think this quote from their own material really says it all. They call it a complex combination of powerful nutrients designed to provide temporary relief for occasional aches and discomfort. Notice the key words there, temporary and occasional. They're being very specific, not calling it a cure.
From there, they list out the specific benefits you're supposed to see. According to them, it's all about improving your mobility, building up strength, lubricating those joints, and finally getting some lasting comfort.
Okay, this leads us to the big question, the part everyone wants to know about. What's actually in this stuff? Let's take a look inside the Flexafen formula, based on what they've listed.
So the whole formula is built around these 6 main ingredients. Let's just quickly go through each one and see what the source material has to say about why it's in there.
First on the list is MSM. The website links this one to helping you recover after exercise. They mention research suggesting it might offer some temporary relief.
Next up, we've got hyaluronic acid, or HA for short. And see, this is where that cushion idea comes back into play. They really highlight this one for its role in, lubricating the joints. All right, the next two are kind of presented as a pair with similar claimed benefits. We have Flex, which is a specific brand of Boswellia Serrata extract, and white willow bark. For both of them, the source material points to studies that they say show temporary relief for occasional discomfort. And to finish off the formula, we have 2 more. There's Collavant N2, another branded ingredient, this time a type 2 collagen, which they connect to just general joint health. And finally, boron, which they also say has been studied for, you guessed it, temporary relief.
So how do you use it? Super simple, just one tiny capsule every morning. They do say to take it with some food and a full glass of water. And they really stress being consistent with it. Like taking a multivitamin every day if you want to see the best results.
Okay, so that's the what and the why. Now let's get into the practical side of things, the full offer. We're talking bonuses, the guarantee, and how much it costs, all according to their website.
One of the first things you'll see on their page is that you don't just get the supplement. Every order apparently comes with 3 free bonuses. And these are digital guides, so you get them right away. The titles are Overcoming Arthritis, 5-Minute Massage, and World's Easiest Stretches for Pain. So they're positioned as extra resources to help you out.
Now, this next part is probably the thing that stands out the most about the offer. We're talking about the guarantee. It's not your standard 30 or 60 days. Nope. They give you a full 365 days, a whole year to ask for your money back. And what about the price? Well, here's how they've structured it. It's a pretty standard tiered system. The more you buy, the cheaper each bottle gets. If you just get one, it's $49. Go for the 3-bottle option, and the price drops to $39 a bottle. And if you go for the biggest package of 6 bottles, it comes down to $33 a pop. All right, let's wrap this up by looking at a couple of key questions they answer in their FAQ section. These are the things people are probably wondering about.
First one is pretty straightforward. Can you just go out and buy this in a store?
And the answer is a clear no. According to them, they only sell it direct. And their reasoning for this is that it lets them control the quality, making sure the formula is as fresh and potent as possible, instead of having it sit on a shelf somewhere for months.
This, of course, leads to the million-dollar question, right? The one everyone asks. Okay, but what if it just doesn't work for me?
And this is where we circle right back to that 365-day guarantee. Their material is super clear on this. It's a no questions asked refund policy. They even say you can return the empty bottles and still get your money back. So we've broken it all down, and it kind of leaves you with one final thought, doesn't it? When an offer has a guarantee that's built to take away basically all the risk, how does that make you think about the claims they're making in the first place?